My name is Toni Langhans. I'm a registered dietitian, a certified specialist in sports dietetics, and I'm the director of sports nutrition at Oregon State University. I'm here with Figured Out Baseball today to talk about pre-workout. So pre-workout fuel can actually impact your performance a drastic amount, and especially if you think about the compounding of doing it every day versus not doing it every day. So it's really critical to start this habit as early as you can and then build on it. This will really help you over the years, not just in your performance, but in longevity of career by helping not damage your muscles. What have I had to eat recently, and when was the last time I ate? If you have morning training and you haven't eaten since the night before, where do you think your body's getting that energy? It's actually not going to get it from your fat stores, which is a common misconception. You don't get to choose where your body gets its energy just because you haven't eaten. So we'll actually pull a lot of that energy, especially if your heart rate increases quite a bit. It will pull a lot of that energy from your muscles. So that's not going to be great for your repairing after your training. We want to make sure that you go into training not on an empty stomach, but having some energy available to your body. So if you really can't stomach anything right before training, there's a couple of different options. You can try to sip on something that contains calories and carbs. This could be something like Gatorade or fruit juice. You could start there about 30 minutes before your training and then see how your body reacts. Another thing you can do is start about 2 hours out. Have a decent sized meal or a hearty snack about 2 hours out. Sip on some Gatorade right before and then see how your body reacts to that. Now, if you do have morning training and you're like, I'm sure as heck not waking up at 4 a.m. to eat before my 6 or 7 a.m. training, I really understand that. So there's a couple options for you as well. You can eat the night before, a little pre-breakfast is what I call it. So about 30 to 60 minutes before you go to bed. And this will top off those glycogen stores or those energy stores in your muscles. And so when you do that, your body will actually have that available the next morning. Now, it's not as good as eating right before, but it will really help you not to further damage your muscles because you're topping off those energy stores so you can use them appropriately the next morning. So try that out, try a couple sips of something before you start training and see what it can do for your energy levels. Another thing to consider is if you are going a long time with training and not eating before or not eating during, breaking down those muscles and what you need to do to recover them. So I like to think about you're digging a hole into your muscles while you're training if you haven't had anything before. And so afterward, what you're consuming is not repairing and rebuilding. You're just filling in the gap of the hole that you just dug. Making sure that we're not going in without consuming anything is going to be optimal. Now, if you want to get really specific, we can talk grams of carbs and exactly what you should be eating. One of the things you can do is take your body weight and divide by 2.2. This will actually give you your body weight in kilograms. You could also use a pound to kilogram calculator on the computer if that's easier for you. So once you have that, you just multiply by 1, so it should be the same number. This is approximately how many grams of carb you should have 30 to 60 minutes prior to training. And so pretty simple math there, get your body weight in kilograms, and that's about how many grams of carb you need prior to training. And so this could be something like oatmeal, banana and peanut butter, bagels and cream cheese. It does not have to be anything too crazy. Mostly look for those carbs. How do you find out how many grams of carbs are in something? You can use something like myfitnesspal.com, or you can look on the label if the food that you're consuming has a nutrition fact label on the side. So it's pretty easy. Look at how many grams of carbs right next to the column that says total carbs. And these are the types of things that you should be eating pre-workout. Now, if you're lifting, you can throw a little bit of protein there as well, but it's just not quite as needed because your body is not going to be using that as its energy source. So that's going to be a little bit more for after training, which we'll talk about in a different video. So again, you're really not getting everything out of training that you could be if you're going into these training sessions hungry or without having fueled in a long time. So we really want to focus on trying to get something in every 3 to 4 hours. And with that, it'll be pretty easy to get something in 30 to 60 minutes prior to training. So again, I'm Toni Langhans with Oregon State University Athletics. I'm here with Figured Out Baseball, and I hope you enjoyed this video on pre-workout fueling.